Hello all my crafting friends, welcome back to Sweet Bay Lane, or if you're new, welcome. I'm Tracy, and I'm so happy you took the time to stop in and craft with us, because the 6 simple Dollar Tree Halloween DIYs in this video were so much fun to make, I couldn't wait to share them with you. So let's go ahead and get started. For our first DIY, we'll need a wreath base. We'll also need some of this fright tape from the Dollar Tree, along with a roll of caution tape, or you can just use the fright tape if you don't want to buy the caution tape. And then we're also going to need one of these big velvet spiders. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our caution tape or our fright tape, whatever you choose to use, and we're just going to wrap the wreath completely around, covering it with the caution or the fright tape. And once we have that done, we'll just secure our end. Then we're going to take some of our fright tape, and I chose the word danger, so I just cut out danger in my fright tape and glued it across like a banner. Then we'll continue on to embellish our wreath. I'm going to be using this black velvet ribbon because it matches my black velvet spider, but you can use whatever ribbon you choose. Then we come in and we'll glue our bow to the top of our wreath. Then we come in and attach our spider at the bottom of our wreath. And just like that, you have an adorable little caution danger spider wreath. I think it's adorable. Next, we're moving on to DIY number 2. And for this DIY, we're going to need some of the wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. We're going to be using one of their spooky wood house cutouts, along with a scrolled edged plaque, and this round piece of routed wood. Our first step is going to be painting all of our wood pieces black, and I'm going to be painting mine with this Black Out Color Shot spray paint. Next, we're going to need 2 pieces of this tumbling tower block game from the Dollar Tree. We're going to glue them together and then paint them black. Once we have our tumbling tower pieces painted black, we set those aside, and we're going to bring in our candlestick and our round wood base. And what we want to do here is we want to attach our candlestick to our wood base. And to do that, I found the best option is to take a piece of styrofoam, glue it to the inside bottom of your candlestick. I'm going to be using these styrofoam balls cut in half. I'm going to glue it to the bottom of my candlestick and then glue that to my wood base. And once we have that done, we'll then bring in all of our pieces, and we're going to attach our candlestick to the scrolled edge wood piece. Once we have our candlestick glued to our wood plaque, we're then going to bring back in our spooky haunted house and attach our black tumbling tower blocks to the back side of our spooky haunted house. Once we have our tumbling tower blocks glued to the back side of our house, we're then going to come in and glue it on top of our black scrolled platform. And this project will match perfectly with our project from last week, our spooky lighted haunted house. If you haven't seen that one, I'll have it linked in the description box below. Then just like that, we have this spooky little house on a pedestal. Now we're moving on to DIY number 3, and dare I say, it's my favorite? I don't know, I have a couple in this series, but this one definitely rates right up there. And for this, you're going to need a plaque from the Dollar Tree, along with these felt bats. We start by staining our piece, or painting, whatever you prefer. I'm going to be using my favorite stain, the Gel Stain by Americana in Walnut. And now that we have it stained or painted, we're then going to bring in what looks like a handwritten note. Actually, I found this by Googling it and then printing it out on a piece of printer paper. We then come in and just find the edge of our plaque by rubbing our fingers around the top side of our paper while it lays over the top part of our plaque. Then we're going to come in with a glue stick and then attach our paper to the front side of our plaque. We let it dry slightly, then we come in with some scissors, we trim around the plaque, the excess paper off, then we'll come in with a piece of sandpaper and clean up the edge, making it perfectly clean, as you'll see. Then we'll take one of our felt bats and we'll just glue it to the front side of our plaque. And once we have that done, we'll then come in, flip it over. We'll add a little black satin ribbon hanger along with a cute raffia bow. Then we are left with this adorable little bat wood plaque. How cute is that? Now we're moving on to DIY number 4. And for this one, you're going to need a piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. It measures 11 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. You'll need your favorite Halloween card, along with some black paint, your favorite ribbon, and some paintbrushes. We start by painting our wood plaque black, then we come in with some sandpaper and distress it. Once we have our wood plaque distressed, we'll then bring in our Halloween card and we're just going to cut it in half because we will be using the design only. And don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see so far. We'd love to have you here at Sweet Bay Lane. Once we have our card cut, we're then going to come in with some black paint and a dry brush, and we're going to age the edges. Now that we have that done, we bring our black plaque back in, and we're going to take our ribbon, which I think this is gorgeous ribbon. It's from the Dollar Tree, and it's kind of like, I think they call it a harlequin pattern. I'm not sure, but I think it's so pretty. And we're just going to glue a strip down the front side of our plaque. And once we have that done, we then come in with our card and we're going to glue it over the ribbon. Now that we have that done, we'll then come in and embellish it however we like. I'm going to be using some raffia. I'm going to make a simple bow. Then I'm going to top that simple bow with a black and cream colored ticking ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree. And once that's done, we'll then just come in and add a simple raffia hanger. And for this, I'm just going to tie some raffia in a knot, measure where I want my hanger to be, tie the other end in a knot, and then glue it to the back side of my wood plaque. I love how this turned out for such simple supplies. Now we're moving on to DIY number 5. And this DIY is quite simple. You're going to need a glass jar from the Dollar Tree, along with a knob of some sort. I'm going to be using this wooden knob, and some of these Halloween rub-on transfers. And we start by taking the lid off of our jar and gluing the wood knob or the knob you choose to the top side of our lid. Once we have our knob glued on, we're then going to come in with some spray paint and spray paint it black. I'm of course going to be using this Color Shot spray paint in Blackout. I think the lid turned out beautiful. I love the finish of this Color Shot paint. Now we're moving on to applying the rub-on transfers to our jar. And for this, we're just going to turn it on its side, making sure to secure it so it doesn't roll around. You'll then take your rub-on transfers. Now I'm going to be cutting my sheet in half just so I can get more coverage on my jar. Then you'll just rub your transfers on. I like to use an old credit card and my fingers. It kind of heats up the transfer and makes it stick very well to the glass. And believe it or not, this is so beautiful in person for such a simple little DIY. And what we've done with it is we put our ground coffee in there with a little scoop, and it is so cute by our coffee bar. Now we're moving on to our final DIY, and that's DIY number 6. And this one is extremely simple, but so adorable. You'll just need a plastic bowl from the Dollar Tree and some of these felt bats. And all we're going to do here is just glue the bats around the top edge of our bowl. And just like that, we have an adorable candy or snack bowl for our Halloween celebration. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep it crafty.